Good morning. Kim McGill is coming to you live from Regina. It is presently 11:04 Central Time. If you're watching me from back home in Ontario, it is presently lunchtime. I have been live all week. It's been great. Lots of beautiful, colorful projects. And if ever you're watching me live, please say hello. Please tell me where you are from. I would love to know. And if you're catching the replay, please say replay. I like to see who's reading it as well. So once again, I'm still not able to project from the top, so I do have to go this way if I want my greetings to be on the right side. It's a Facebook issue, not a Kim issue. And I did write to them to see what's gonna happen with that, if they're gonna fix that part. Hello, Joan from Washington State. It's mild and gray here, so I'm just gonna let you know that tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be live because I'll be flying. I'm flying back home in Ontario. So depending, like sometimes my flights go smoothly, sometimes they don't. So if ever, I know it won't be at that same time if ever I do go live. So I'm just letting you know. So don't count on me, but you might see me pop up later. And if I do so, I could send warning. So I am going through, I have to fly into another airport before I even get home. So sometimes that takes a little while and sometimes I get stuck there. So we'll see how that goes. So on Monday, we designed these cards. There was 2 cards. You can see it on my blog. It is already there. We're featuring the beautiful butterflies bundle. And I also incorporated 3 different things from the Sale A Bration Catalogue, and they're all posted as well. So if you want to catch a replay, it is on my blog, kimmcgillis.com. And then on Tuesday, we did that beautiful belly band that slid off. And then on the inside, we stamped, and I used the new arch dies, so that was fun as well. And then yesterday, I showed you how to use your designer series paper. So I hope you like this card. It does flip open. I didn't put any pictures with the card open on my blog. I guess I should have done that, but you could watch the replay, and I just find that this is a very fun fold. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I did a reel as well, just to show you quickly how I did it. So sometimes that's fun as well. Hello, Nicole de Embossing. So Nicole, I'm going your way tomorrow. I'm so excited to go back to my hometown in L'Orignal, Ontario. So not too far from you, about 40 minutes. So I can't wait. I do have a card class Saturday and then 2 other classes next week and back home. But I'm still planning on going live. That's what my husband said. He says, I know you'll be busy doing stamping all day. So that was a lot of fun and funny. I did post my tutorial for the Friendly Seagulls. It does have uninterrupted and different variety. This is a different box from the collection. It's kind of nice because you get all the measurements. So if ever you could see that in my tutorial shop on my website. So it is there for $20 Canadian. It's cheaper for you if you're from the States, just because our exchange. So there's 2 versions of how I've done this one, but I prefer this one, so you get all the instructions for that. And then there's 3 fun folds as well as just a simple card. So all of that is on there, so you could check that out. Do you do in person in Regina? Okay, I think there's another word before that. Tracy's asking that. Yes, I do. Whenever it is, just because I'm new to this community, like I don't know too many people in Regina yet, but I did connect with one other demonstrator that is local. So she had offered her space. Just, it's a little more difficult for me because I live on base and things like that. But yes, absolutely. If ever you're interested in in-person class, you can always message me. It would be my total pleasure. So we're gonna do mini cards today. I just thought that we could do that, and you'll get a very cute box that's going to be posted also on my website a little later on. So I can't wait to share. My focus is still, again, grainy apple green, melon mambo, and fresh freesia right here. So that we're going to continue with the same thing. And now I'm just going to pull out some mini cards. And these are, sometimes it's better off for you to purchase the basic white cardstock that is 12 by 12 when you're doing mini cards. Because with the mini cards, you could just cut 6 by 12 and then you're just cutting four separate cards, so that saves you on paper crafting. So we do have the 12 by 12s, so that's kind of fun. So these cards are all 3 by 6. Oh, Cindy's catching me live from Maine and Annette from Petawawa, Ontario. That is so good that you're all catching me live. So if ever you're joining us a little later, then you could just always go back and catch on the replay, as that's for sure. And then I like to layer my cards. If you're not somebody that likes to layer them, then you don't have to. So these are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that's how I set up to do a full collection of mini cards. I did continue focusing on the new embossing folder that's part of Sale A Bration, and I just wanted to add some texture. So 2 of our cards are gonna have this component, and the fact that we could put 2 in is kind of great, right? So this embossing folder is free with a purchase of $75 Canadian, if ever you're from Canada. So you get to see, you can choose this one, and I did check, it's still available. So you'll also want to tune back, because I will be sharing something else that I had submitted a little way back, a different technique using the beautiful butterfly bundle. So there is still going to be more cards that I'll be sharing with this collection. So I can't wait. I'm just waiting for some timing, and it's going to be in different colors as well. It's not going to be the same designer series paper, so I can't wait to share that with you. Here we go. So these will go on right here. Look at this beautiful texture. So I'm gonna do 2 like this, and I'm gonna show you something a little different for the others. I like to maximize usage of my products, and this is exactly what I'm doing here. So for these little pieces, they're 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So you'll want to pay attention to how you cut your designer series paper if ever you are going with this view. When it's a piece like this, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it doesn't really matter what the designer series paper looks like. But if you want your mushrooms standing up, make sure you do so. So there we have it. And now I am still gonna add that cute little border just to coordinate with our big cards. I do wanna use some similar contents just to make sure that everything you're creating and that you don't need piles of products. So I like to reuse some specific things. We're gonna be doing that soon. Just gonna add my plate number 2 back because we'll be needing that as well. Now for the other 2, you're probably wondering, what are we doing with these? So with these, we will use our fresh freesia right here and our blending brush. And I like to finish a big collection where everything coordinates, big cards, small cards, and that's kind of a fun way. That's why I joined Stampin' Up, because I love that everything coordinates. There we go. And I am gonna add a little bit of specks here. So we're gonna be tapping this morning right here. It gives me more control. So this is the Stamping Blend and Fresh Freesia as well. Same thing for this one. I do love to have a bunch of little splatters. So right here. So 2 are going to have the embossing folder component, and 2 are just gonna have the splatter. So now we've done green, we've done the other one. I am gonna do a pink one. So this one will have some pink right here. So this morning we woke up, it was 60 degrees in the house, so cold that my husband had to call somebody from maintenance, because this is not our home, to come and fix the heat. But now, as I'm doing here and I'm stamping, it is so hot, I feel like I need to remove a layer or something. I'm like, oh. So just give me a second. I am approaching 50, so maybe that's the situation here too. Kind of funny, right? Okay. So now I'm just gonna take out our little branch that we used for our other cards last week. And I'm gonna be cutting a couple of little pieces where they're gonna be hanging just like this, okay? So let's do, I like to use scrap pieces of white that I have laying around, just so I could just use every single piece that I have. So I'm gonna try to find some leftover pieces here. And if not, I could just use one right there. So these come from the Floral Textures dies. And I'm gonna be doing 2 of these. They are so beautiful. They add specific elements to our cards, and I just see how this is starting to look so good. Now you know that there are gonna be butterflies as well. So I'm gonna do 2 like this. The other 2, I'm not gonna add the branch just because it has so much texture right there. Don't want too much texture. Okay, so we have our other one right here. Now, the dies with the beautiful butterflies come with these tiny little guys, so I am gonna use those. And the fact that they have 2 little bodies is great as well, so I don't need to go and reuse and recut piles of times. It saves me some time. So when Stampin' Up! Does that, I really truly like that. So here I am using butterflies and stamping in spring colors. What kind of designs are you working on? Are you on Valentine's Day designs? I would love to know. Winter cards, because we still have winter cards, right? So Annette is asking, hey Kim, where does this sweet little branch you are using coming from? So we've been using it like a lot lately, and it is exactly from the Floral Texture dies, and I have tagged it. So if you go on my blog, you'll get to see it there as well. It's one that I've been using like a lot just because it's so adorable. I like to do cards that have lots of textures. So for me, it is very practical die. So you see our little butterflies, look how cute that is. Once I'm done cutting everything, then I'll push the cutting machine away, and then you'll get to have a better view of what's going on here. I like to use my poke tool just to pop these off because sometimes they get stuck. So now we have all of these here. Put these away. Anyways, it's a must on your wish list, and I've been using it so much. Watch this, it's gonna come back ordered, or like it's gonna go off just because I'm telling you, I've been advocating it intensely just because it goes so well. The other thing that I like to use sometimes is the Round We Go dies. So if ever you like to add some borders, you could do that as well. they're kind of fun to do so. So that's another option for you. So let's set this big guy aside. And we're gonna start assembling our card. Perfect. There we go. Let's reorganize with this space a little. Okay, I don't want to lose my little bodies here, so here they are. So I'm going to take out my green glue and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to mount them on my cards right here, or my little butterflies, I should say. Same thing here on the opposite side. I started with 2, we'll need 4 actually, and even if ever you wanted to, you could put 2 because they're so tiny. But look how cute they are. I simply love these. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one right here. I'm adding dimensionals. I do want to add some texture and want to pop it up slightly. It's up to you. You could decide whatever you want to do, but I am going to do that. There we go. So we're just going to mount this here, and then these will coordinate beautifully with our other. Now this little branch is just gonna sit on. I'm gonna use some mini glue dots to set them because I do want it to flow a little. So when I have them flowing, I just find that it looks a little better. If you just put the mini glue dot right there, then at least it just hangs as a branch. If you're putting adhesive the entire way, like from the adhesive sheet, then it just lies flat. So it depends what look you are going for. And for Annette that was asking, here are the Textured Floral dies. There are many options. I love that little branch, but look at all the other dies. There's wonderful other branches that you could use as well. So not just the one that I showed today. So many more. Okay, so we're gonna do that mini glue dot right here. I'm telling you, I have to figure how to stop this heat now. Okay, and this is just gonna set right here on the side. Love this color choice right here. The other thing that I love to do is use the Round We Go die. So you see how this border is so pretty. I feel like we need a little border to limit these 2 pieces right there. So I don't know if I could do 2 with 1 piece, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do 2. We'll try. Now I still have the mini envelopes as well, so I am gonna embellish those as we go, just because I still use them and include them in my class. I bought so many when they were saying that they were going to go out of style because I use that a lot to embellish. So we're going to add this little cute border just at the base to make it flow a little bit better. If you want to add some color, you could do so. You could trim your designer series paper. I just feel like it needs a little bit of a punch at the bottom right here. So this is going to go right there. There we go. Right here. I'm starting to love this already. Now, if we wanted, we could just tuck in a little greeting like from yesterday's leftover, so that could be cute. So there's a lot of wishes. This one has been stamped on Mambo Mango. I can't even talk this morning. Melon Mambo. So we're gonna add that one there. And I've also used a fresh Freesia ribbon that coordinates, which is part of the Sale A Bration Catalogue. So we'll add that one as well. But I just feel like this is the portion where it's gonna hang and it's gonna be cute. So none of the tags are gonna be the same. We will all want different looking tags, but I still want it to flow with our collection. So Cindy says that she's working on Valentine's Day banner for my home decor. Love it. You know what? I'm a big fan of banners, Cindy. Oh my gosh, this is starting to look so cute. Now I am gonna pull a little bit of color here. To make it stand out. And give me a second. I have these brushes in every single color. Which is great. So I encourage you to do these in a bunch of different colors. I love blending both of them. And if you have Wink Estella, we are big fans of Wink Estella. I suggest that you add some Wink Estella to yours. Now, I'm gonna grab the light. I'm just tapping one more time. Here we go. Okay, now let's build its little body. And it's very subtle, a tone on tone. Let's see where we're gonna set this one. Right here. Now, I feel like this is a bit too big. I want, give me a second. I do want, I'm gonna wait on this. I want the focus to be on the butterfly, and right now I just feel like it's just a little too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the baker's twine. I wanna hide that. Maybe on your end it wasn't as bad, but on my end I was like, meh, it's a little too big for now. We could just do it without the butterfly for that one. Okay, so I'm gonna add this. The reason I'm adding this bow at the top is because I wanna hide much better. So now I'm gonna use our purple sequins. And these are also part of our Sale A Bration catalog. They're my favorite. I have no more. I want to place an order today. I have to. Part of the beautiful butterfly suite, there's also these little bitty bouquet mixes, and I am using it for my projects that you'll get to see a little later on. Now you see there's a little bit of Riley hair in there, and I'm going to share a little story about that. I dropped them all on the floor, so I had to re-pick them up. It was very interesting, and I did not want to lose this. So this little container, when it says that it has lots of them, it has lots of them, trust me. They were all over the place. We found them in the kitchen. It was almost like I was having backs of dimensions. You know when you have the dimension backs everywhere? That's how it was for that. But I think I recovered most of them. So there's my envelope. And now in my envelope, I'm just gonna coordinate right here. I love to do mini cards. I love to do a coordinating box for my mini cards. I love stationaries. So here's our little envelope and here's our little card. I am gonna put in one tiny greeting. Not sure which one I'm gonna choose. I think if you go with a straight one, this one could be just for you. Let's do for you for this one. And then you could build as you want, as many as you want as well. Because we've got lots of pink, I'm just gonna go with fresh Freesia on there. And then we're gonna do the opposite for the other one. So just tiny greeting right here. I'm just gonna use my snips because it's so delicate. I love straight greetings. It sounds silly, but when they're just straight, not a lot of cutting, I feel like when you're adding to a card just like that, it's like priceless. So once again, you can add that Wink of Stella. Now, for sake of today, I am gonna add a dimensional on the inside, and that's just to give you a better view of the card, but you would not do that part. So I'm gonna show you this here. Oh my gosh, it's precious. I don't know if you get to see it on your end, but it is so darling. And then when you look at it with the coordinating card right here, it's just so cute. So now let's focus on this one right here. Same thing, we're just gonna pop it up. Now, this blog post is gonna go live tomorrow. You'll wanna check out the coordinating little box where all these little cards are gonna go in. There we go. Same thing. This side, we're gonna go opposites way. And this is the goal of it, really, is to use all your scrap pieces. Use all that DSP. You have that pack. I hear so often from my team members, from my customers, oh, I have so much designer series paper. Well, here you go. Use it for mini cards, use it for yesterday's cards, because it is such a great design. You'll want to use it for all of them. So I'm just going to set this right here just so we could have a flat surface I could show you. Little mini cards have to have a home just exactly like our big cards. Now we have this one that we'll just set on this side. And don't be shy to add that Wink of Stella if you want. Thank you, Nicole. What do you do for your envelopes? So for my envelopes, Stampin' Up! Had a sale on the clearance rack. So I've purchased piles and piles. So when I do classes, I include a pack for my attendees. So they get a pack of these. They're 40 in a pack. You could always check the last chance list. That's what it's called now, because often they put some stuff on there. Like I saw there's paper, I think it was $3 Canadian. So always go check on that last chance list. There's a lot of great deals for sure. Just gonna lift this here. Ah, I'm so unlucky here. I thought that I could use my last little piece and I'd be okay, but I can't. I was really trying to maximize the usage right here. I guess you could also make your own mini envelopes if you wanted to. That could be an option. My husband's like, I'm in a panic mode. He's in a panic mode because I'm flying out. He's like, so today I have to do lots of little errands for him just to set him and Riley up so they're good. And then I can't wait to fly home to see if they killed my plants or if they kept them alive. So my daughter and my husband, my daughters and my husband were watering my plants while I was away. So hopefully that is all gonna be okay when I get home. It's like I've had some plants for years and I'm really sentimental about them all. I don't want to lose them. So now what could we do different? If you take that baker's twine that is white, you could go ahead and also add some color to it. So whatever color that you want for linen thread or baker's twine or even ribbon, when it's white, I find it goes very well to embellish and decorate. So sometimes white is too blah. The Stampin' blends, what I love about them is that they are just perfect because they dry easy because they are alcohol based. So I don't know if you always do that as well, but I find it's a great technique, right? Yeah, Cindy's saying the scallop border adds so much. And you know what? I just use it subtly in white, but we're gonna use it with different colors just because I know I like neutrals, but sometimes we need a little bit more. So now here we're adding this little guy right here. And then our sequins, they coordinate, right? So now I could just use some purple ones and just add here as well. Like I've used pretty much all the white ones. Like, can you say that sometimes you're using all your embellishments? Like, no, but this time I'm telling you, I've used it entire pack. Anyways, does anybody have the butterfly bundle, or am I the beautiful butterflies bundle, or am I the only one? But look how pretty, like this is so soft, the lavender. If you don't want to color the ribbon, you don't have to. It's up to you, but I just find that it added a little bit of a tweak of a color right here. And then what I do is, this one might want to have some pink and other colors. So I'm just gonna go here. It's a great way of using your scraps as well. If you could also, if you don't want to use your paper, you could always just stamp on it as well. So that could be cute. Look how precious that is. And then the stamp set has other greetings. So for this one, we're just gonna say, thinking of you. Again, you know, oh no, it says so thankful. So I'm gonna use Melon Bombo, but that's exactly what I was sharing with you, is I love these straight gratings. So I wanna use and maximize all of them. Look how pretty that is. Just snipping a little bit off. And then this part, we could curl with our fingers and just add it on our card right here. Yep, that's gonna be good. Mini cards are so addictive. I actually made mini cards for the friendly seagulls. I gotta share. Look at this. How cute is that? And then it blends with the rest. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are so many things that we could do with the products that we have, right? Now I want to get into scrapbooking. I used to do scrapbooking a lot. So here we have the second one right here. Now these have a lot of texture. So the ones with texture, we have to change things up a little bit. So we're going to be punching some circles. We need circles, we need flat surfaces. So Lucy's saying that she does have butterfly stamps and dies only. Now she needs to order the DSP and the gems. And hopefully, like, you know, as demonstrators, we get to see what's almost like low in stock. So sometimes you want to check out that list just to make sure, because I hate using products and then they're back ordered or something happens. So here we go. I am going to mount the other one as well as we go. So we'll do that one too. Perfect. So now, because I've gone ahead with these colors, I'm thinking what would look great. Some pink, maybe melon mambo, or even some green. So the three colors that we're focusing on today are these three colors. So I do want to continue and layer with one of them. I think we're gonna go with some hot melon mambo. So this is the hot melon mambo. And I'm just gonna trim a tiny border right here. Oh yeah, very cute. So if you don't like bright colors, you don't need to do that. But if ever you want the brightness, then you could just add this one. Perfect. There you go. Now wait for it. So this is another one that we have that's part of the collection. I'm gonna use and pop it out. The stamp coordinates, so you could use this stamp as well. So now, I'm going to be adding some little baby strips. Look at this. How fun is that? So little baby strips here and there. And we have leftovers from yesterday as well. And then we could just add them right on top. So now, the smart way is the yesterday way. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go this way today. We're going to do different colors. Same thing, I'm going to add some pink and some green. You have to let it dry with the green glue. Gonna go with one more. Let's do dots. Dots would be cute. So we wanted mini versions of yesterday, right? Just snipping my ends. Top. same thing. And then last but not least, the bottom. Now, my suggestion, don't do what I just did, do what I did yesterday. You want to just grab that piece. It's still doable though. You want to just do a plain piece. So I'm going to show you one more time. It's just going to be easier. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at this. The baby version. The baby version of Mama version yesterday. Just gonna do the body as well. But the baby version is so cute. I think that one's my favorite. Sometimes we need bold. I don't know why I always go with whites and stuff. I think like boldness is always better. So aw, how cute is this? Like, so cute. I'm gonna use my stylus shapes and we're gonna go with 1, 2, 3, number 3, okay? I'm missing one right there, but it's number 3. I'm not cutting in front of you just because it's, you all know how to die cut, so it's not like a 101 course right here, but this needs to pop up right on there. And because we're in our pink tones, I'm just gonna go here and add a little bit of pink. Perfect. So now this will stand up right here, and this is gonna pop right on top. So cute. Love the baby version. Right here. And we're gonna add this at the back. Like, how cute. You know what? I think I want to go even lighter just because I want to keep, let's go a little lighter because they come in different shades, right? So let's use the lighter pink. The reason why is I want to maintain that the border is the attraction and the butterfly. So if I had white, I might even would have used white, but I used them all for my other class. So if ever you have the white ones, you could use those as well. These are just stunning and so precious as well. It just wants to stick to my finger. Here we go. I should use my tools. Here we go. It's like one of those days that I need a second coffee. Here we go. And then, you know, you could put happy birthday, hello, whichever greeting that comes with the stamp set. So Annette is saying that she loves my styles of using lots of whites. Yes, but you know what? Sometimes I'm like, I have to talk to myself and say, Kim, you don't need to use whites. But you should see the amount of white cardstock that I use. It's crazy. Look how cute this baby is. And now his little mama is right here and they're blending so good together. Like, so Tracy's asking me a question, is the white spring in the first two from the butterflies or different dyes? So they are from different dyes. If ever I showed them initially, they're from the textured floral dyes. So here they are right here, and that's where that stem comes from. I will link it. I am going bananas over this little baby right there. And then these are the inside butterflies. And then this one is the boulder shape. So I think the boulder shape is my favorite, but you could use whichever one you want. I think we need one with lots of purples and one with lots of pink. And if you love grainy apple green, then you want to do one with grainy apple green as well. So that's my favorite. I have to say the baby one, so my favorite. So you'll want to tune in tomorrow. Like I indicated, I will be on a flight or on 2 flights, but you'll want to check the final look of them all. I still just wanted to give you both options, you know, if you wanted to do the ones that were empty, and there's other comments and other products coming. I'm just waiting for the go for it. So we'll see. So now what I done, I do that often. I just remove the so, and I'm just doing thankful because I don't want a very big greeting. I just want a tiny one. And for this one, I feel that it needs a different envelope. So I want to use this one. I think this one is one of my favorite papers out of all of them. So because the paper is so plain, I feel like it needs more brightness, more colors, that sort of thing. So here we go. I like to tie my mini with a tag and normally a little cord to wrap them around, and they'll be placed in a tiny box that you'll probably see. Anyways, I'm supposed to do errands for Chris, but you'll see it today. But look, you see how cute that is. Now, what time is it? I still have time for one more. Gonna show you something. So how I did yesterday's and how I'm gonna be showcasing a little bit more of today's is I just want to show you a piece. I'm just going to use a square piece. Watch this. This is the easy way that I did yesterday, and I should have done again today. So I just want to do one last time. Your strips can be the size that you want. You don't need to pick the size. Like yesterday for my big card, I did 1/2 inch. Today, I'm just doing baby strips, okay? So take your cardstock and you want to set them on a piece that's full, and then you die cut. That's the easiest way. So now I'm doing one with different sizes. I'm not using always the same size. So whatever you have laying around at your house, little pieces, you'll want to just add them here, okay? Do I have more tiny pieces? Let's see what I have here. I'm gonna go with 1/2 of that. Felt like we needed one more, so it's okay to go with different sizes. Now I'm just gonna take my snips. I feel like it looks like quilts. Do you not feel like this pattern? It's like, it looks like a big quilt. I wish I could sew. Like, you know, I'm a nurse by, or I was a nurse and that's what I studied, and I did not learn how to sew. And then I had 3 girls, and then you think to yourself, you know what? I should have learned how to sew. Because there's so many things that you could do that's so fun with daughters, right? Now we're just gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna layer it just a little bit more on top for this one. Perfect. So, and what I did is, you'll see it on my reel, you'll see it on my video, I just snipped the sides like this. So this is my base. And then for my butterfly, then I'll just go ahead and cut it like this. So I'm just gonna see, I could do it at an angle, this one. Let's do it on an angle just to see the difference. There you have it. Look how cute that is. So using different sizes is as beautiful if you want to do that as well. So you could do that. I am putting a body on this one. If you want, you could also do our little sequins. That could be cute too. So that would be a great option. Up to you. Who decides to do like 4 cards on a reel, right? But here we go. And we could lay it flat too, or we could pop him up with his little wings popped up. This one is gonna go right on top here. And you see, we're still missing that color. So I feel like this one needs as well some brightness. I'm gonna use some pink. Let's do pink. Mullen Mambo pink. I could have done fresh Freesia as well. That could have been a great one too. This is what it looks like, the Round We Go die. So we could have used the picky side too, but I just want that gentle flow. So we're almost done assembling all our cards. So I'm just gonna snip this part off. After this live, I gotta call Chris and say, how do we turn this heat off? Oof. So this is just gonna go, oh, look how cute that is. I mean, the mushrooms are my favorite paper. Now we could repeat all these cards with the matching terrific toadstools. So imagine that. Repeat the entire set of cards with that. I think it would be cute. Okay, so our last one right here, I'm just gonna move a couple of things. Then we're gonna do our base, which is 3x6, fold at 3. Now this part is gonna mount right on top. Before I mount it, I will just add some of our bakers just around. do a bow. Like this. If you want to do a double bow, then you don't need to tie all around. But I'm just going to do this a full bow. You don't want to do big bows with the baker's twine just because it's a lot looser, like it moves a lot, so. Perfect, here we go. So now this is gonna set on the side. After this, I better get busy, rent a car, do all of those things. Okay, so here we have it. This is just setting right here. If you don't want to add this circle, you don't need to add this circle. It's up to you. I had pre-cut one, but this one, just because we want to do a little bit different, I'm not going to put any circles. Right here. So cute. So cute. Yeah, Tracy's saying so spring-like, just what we need in Saskatchewan. They're cute, they're fun, they're tiny. They're still time consumable, like consuming, right? It doesn't take like 2 minutes to make these, but I feel, I'm not gonna keep you here all day, but I feel like we need a green, a grainy apple green, so everything coordinates together. So I will do a 5th card. I just won't do that here. What I do after is I layer them all like this. I'm gonna put this one. This one's my favorite. So I'm gonna layer this one on top, and then I add all of my envelopes. I'm missing one, but I will. And then you just grab like, let's do, sometimes I use like a linen thread. Today, maybe I want to do just like this piece. Yeah, no, maybe I'll go with linen thread. Let's do linen thread. But I could do lavender if I wanted to. But I like to embellish for my recipients. So if ever somebody's hosting a class with me, or if ever I want to give a hostess gift, then I just want to bundle them up and package them. So if ever you bought some of my tutorials, you've seen that I've done that in the past. I like to tie these together. We want to make cute package. I also have clear cello, so we could add them in a clear cello. But now we're just bundling the entire package. And where's our hello from the beginning? So we could just add that tag to it. And it's just a little package of cards where we could just add the tag on top, and then we'll slide off, and then all our cards are here with coordinating little envelopes like here, with the envelopes too on the side. I must like that pattern paper a lot, right? I did it twice, but there you have it. So they coordinate beautifully. We have different patterns from this week. I don't have enough hands. Here's the last one right here. Lots of cute projects. So thank you for watching. Lisa's saying, no, we're staying here all day. Actually, like they are consuming like a lot of our time just to be able to stamp them all. I'm like, oh, I could do 4. Like I'll do 4 in 15 minutes. Not true, actually. So I like to fluff them up. They're great to look on boards. I also have in my studio some frames. So I do like sometimes to add some of my decor in my frames. And actually, I think that this collection would be beautiful to add like on a frame on my wall. I had Chris add some frames for me this weekend. And if I go here, I could add a bunch of my projects. I do love to showcase what I do. So you can't really see very well from your angle here, but maybe I could take a picture. But sometimes you just want to showcase your art. And I feel like this is art right here. So I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of cute to just display. Oh yeah, actually it's not that bad now that I look in the camera, right? So my walls are pretty bare here. And I just feel like this would be so pretty to add in a space. I love Stampin' Up's product just because everything could coordinate, and I just feel like these cards look all great together. Well, thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting with me and joining me today. I will now go pack up, clean up the studio. That's one rule. There cannot be anything out until I leave. I want the studio here to be perfect, and then at least when I come back, then I could just start crafting again and I don't need to clean up. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye.